Are you serious? Are you serious? An update on the Las Vegas aliens. That's right, the Las Vegas aliens. I want to make sure I saw what I saw, but I'll tell you about this in just a moment. First, let me put a shout out right now for BHMD.com/Paul. That's BHMD1.com/Paul. We've been told our whole lives that wrinkle creams were the easiest way to look younger. Now, one doctor says that that's nothing but old news. Matter of fact, according to Dr. John Lakey, the world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, you know what he's saying? He says most wrinkle fixes on the market are nothing but glorified moisturizers, okay? And they hardly make a dent on your appearance, and some even can be harmful to your skin. Recently, Dr. Lakey has focused his attention away from the mainstream cosmetic practices. Why? So that he can pursue a revolutionary anti-aging breakthrough. This is the key here. Anti-aging breakthrough, one that some experts say would empty the wallets of the cosmetic industry. Whoa, no, camera's falling. That must be those Vegas aliens. And look, it's almost like photoshopping your face. This cream is so good. You can even be mad. You might even be upset seeing how easy this is to visibly erase your wrinkles once you view this, says Dr. Lakey. His personal clients have dubbed his new do-it-yourself technique as the age rewinder method, okay? Because it will take years, maybe even decades, off your appearance in under 2 minutes. In light of the amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lakey has released a step-by-step video to the public, free, uninterrupted, where he outlines exactly how to use this simple solution from your home. If this helps even one person, he said, look younger or feel more confident, I will be thrilled knowing that I helped, according to Dr. Lakey. Now, the video has since gone viral. It's been seen almost 3 million times and counting, okay? So far, the comments and feedback have been outstanding, with thousands of women reporting that they look decades younger. One viewer even commented, said, the best results of anything I've ever used. I can't believe how well it works. I'll never stop using this. I don't understand how it works, but my God, it works great. Thank you. So, guys, here's what you do. Go right now to BHMD1.com/Paul. That's BHMD1.com/Paul. Click on that link in the description below and be shocked at the ease and the results that Dr. Lakey has done. You'll be glad you did. All right? You really will. All right. So now we've got this aliens. Now, you guys remember the Vegas aliens, of course. I know you did. I know you did. Well, they're back. No, I mean, we're back with the story, I should say. These lost. Remember, guys, whatever goes on in Vegas, I wish would just remain in Vegas. But apparently, there's more to this story, okay? Las Vegas alien video now shows that there was two beings, two visitors, two intruders, two entities, and they must have been using a cloaking device. And this is now open for a peer review, and it's being researched right now. There are at least two beings using some sort of cloaking device that launched in the Las Vegas backyard. A veteran crime scene reconstruction analyst is saying. Scott Roeder, who has testified as an expert in most or some of the most highly publicized criminal cases in the world, has broke down the video of the reported alien sighting in Las Vegas, frame by frame. In 1 second of real time, there are 30 different frames that show a head with smoke around it. So in just 1 second, with the human eye, we got 1 second to see whatever we see. But the camera, slowed down, can break down that 1 second into 30 frames, individual frames, and each frame shows the head of an entity with smoke around it, which Roeder calls some sort of cloaking device, moving into the top right corner of the video and peering over the fence, which is what the man who called in said he saw. Now, I applied the same principles that I would apply to any kind of homicide investigation, said Roeder, who testified in a case like Oscar Pistorius. Remember him, the guy, the Olympic guy without the legs, who murdered his wife, murdered his girlfriend down there in New Zealand. Is he in New Zealand or Australia? I can't remember. But anyway, at this particular time, with what we've seen here, a proof is of a couple of things. That these entities are real. This is proof. They are real. They're here. They're not fake. This is not a fraud. That is a huge, and this is a homicide investigator. Roeder worked with Jim Quirk, a reporter who runs the Extraterrestrial Reality podcast and who shared videos and images with Fox News Digital to recreate the scene in Las Vegas backyard back on April 30th of last year, 2023. Before the reported alien sighting, there was an unexplainable streak of light that raced across the sky. It was captured on Las Vegas police body cams. There were 21 different people called in across eastern California, Arizona, and Nevada, and Utah who saw this glowing green light racing across the sky, according to the American Meteor Society. Shortly thereafter, Angel Kenmore said 911 was told the dispatcher that he saw a tall, skinny, alien creature with greenish color that was 8 to 10 foot tall, hiding behind the forklift in the backyard. In a video Kenmore shared on YouTube, Kenmore and 3 other family members walked in line and reacted to something and ran. What they likely didn't even realize is a potential second being was peering over the tall fence that they didn't see because they were focused on the one that was more visible in front. But on the camera, it captured it. Now, Kenmore plays a short clip in his YouTube video of when he and his family saw the creature. He said, "You can't see it too good, but it's there." Now, the camera catches only a glimpse of this backyard, but it's difficult to spot anything with the naked eye. But not only does Roeder, the investigator, point out that he believes is the creature Kenmore describes, but there's a second visual anomaly that moves into the right-hand corner of the video above the fence. You can't manifest something to move inside the screen, okay? You can't create that, he said during Quirk's podcast, which first showed Roeder work and theory. I think that's why I like this video, is because you can clearly show something in the backyard that at least Angle and the uncle of his dad are reacting to. And it makes sense to me that that's why they're reacting to it. And whatever it is, it's moving. What? Are you serious? Well, this event, which started with the streaking light in the sky and included responding officers' body cams showing the Kenmore family's reaction and description of what they saw, has been a source of debate for over a year now. Debunkers have said it was a shadow or smudge and have wrote the potential alien sighting off as either a hoax or an overreaction to the shadow. But that's not what Roeder or Quirk believe after spending hours breaking down the video frame by frame. The homicide detective said you have to look at it, the totality of the evidence, said Roeder, referring to the light in the sky that didn't make a sound and was green, streaking across the sky, and the police response to that streaking light The fact that even the police caught on their body cam the light and how the visual anomalies moved in the body cam of the police when they got there. Roeder said there are people who don't agree with the analysis, so he opened it up to peer review. Bring it on, he said. I want to open this up. Everything that we've done, I'm opening it up for peer review. I'm willing to hear what professionals in my field have to say about this and open it up. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. These two items, these two beings, are in the real world environment with the Kenmore family. That's a fact, Roeder said. Now the question is, who are they? Where are they from? What do they want? That's where the conversation goes. And that's why I have to ask the question, are these alien intruders? Are these alien visitors? Are these some type of demonic entities or manifestation, some spiritual manifestation, some shape-shifting phenomenon? Or are we dealing with something with some technology that has the ability to cloak? Could this be something created here on Earth with cloaking devices? But why would it happen in this backyard in Las Vegas just minutes after the streaking green light across the sky? So anyway, with an interview with Fox News Digital, Roeder and Quirk said, this is only the beginning of our investigation. They believe they found more evidence that was previously missed. And so the investigation will continue to go forward. Okay, so we covered this when it's happened. I even talked to Mike around the world about this when this first came out, when this first happened. And I guess the first question is, we can't dismiss tens of thousands of firsthand accounts of people who say they have seen aliens or have been visited by entities, or of even many who have said they've been abducted or violated in some type of way. We can't deny that there are demonic entities or intruders that come in and out of our dimension, whether they be or angelic, okay, fallen angels or angelic angels, good or bad. Can't deny that. We can't deny that things do happen in the supernatural. But the question is, when you speak of supernatural manifestations, you can't just assume they're all bad, because we know there are many supernatural encounters that are good. I mean, Jacob fell asleep with his head on a rock for a pillow and saw this ladder open up from heaven to earth with angelic beings going up and down the ladder, in and out of the dimension, the next dimension. And then you got CERN over here playing around with the bottomless pit, with the key to the bottomless pit, trying to open that thing up. We don't know. I had a man that, and you can read in my book, Revelation 9/11, who actually came up to me when I was preaching at Jim Baker's facility there in Branson, Missouri, who said he had worked for CERN for many years, and that there was a lot of strange manifestations that go on around that area. But he personally told me that they have pierced the veil. They're just afraid to look what's inside. They're afraid to. They have pierced it. They're just afraid of what's on the other side of it, and they're afraid to open it for fear. It's Pandora's box, basically. That whatever comes out, we'll never be able to get rid of or destroy them or whatever. I mean, this guy is a scientist. Now, you can read about it if you get my book, Revelation 9/11. It's part of that UFO alien chapter that we talk about AI and let me just see here. This is the book. You can get it at Amazon.com. It went number one. It's the number one bestseller over at Amazon. Let me just see what chapter that was for those of you who have the book already. Some of you have already read the book all the way. Thank you for your reviews. They've been amazing. If you got the book and you've read it, please go to Amazon.com and leave your review. Let me see which chapter that was. Yeah, here it is, chapter 10. In chapter 10, we discuss fallen angels, Nephilim, UFOs, and the great deception. Okay, so it's because it's tied into the Antichrist ultimately, or the fake rapture ultimately, but a deception, an alien invasion, or some type of entities. We talk about fallen angels, Nephilims, and UFOs, and the great deception. I think you'll find this book fascinating. We touch on all these subjects, which are certainly a part of the end times. That's Revelation 9:11. But this is a interesting discussion. It continues to go on. I mean, you have a first-hand account of a guy saying that he saw 8 to 10 foot tall creatures. I mean, Nephilim were 8 to 10 foot tall, even taller. So we know that's true. We also know that reptilians have the ability to shapeshift. And we know that fallen angels have the ability to shapeshift or even take on different create themselves looking like a different being. We know even Paul said that Lucifer can even transform his angels into angels of light. He can transform himself into an angel of light even when he's a being of darkness. So there's a whole lot there. Matter of fact, we'll give you the announcement. We're going to be doing a webinar in July called Alien Visitors. And we'll tell you about that when we'll get the date set for you, and we're getting all kinds of great experts. Now we're going to cover this from all different perspectives, not just from a biblical view, although certainly we'll have people who are going to talk about it from a biblical view. But we're also going to allow the other side, other speakers, to give us some of the evidence of things that have been found, even if they don't understand what they're seeing, and give it to you a full perspective of it, whether we agree or not. You know, that's one thing we do in our webinars. We do allow for more than one view so that people can make up their own mind of, you know, and understand what the overall conversation is. But anyway, this is very fascinating. So keep your eyes open in the backyard if you hear something. I know that when the crucifix went flying behind me off the cabinet, a 4.5-pound crucifix leaning 45 degrees against the wall, how in the world does that thing come up off the wall? I know it was a demonic entity. I know it threw it at me, and I know why. But Doug Hagman and some of his team sent it to Hollywood to have Hollywood filmmakers analyze the video to make sure, was this a real entity? Was this real? Because Hollywood can make a lot of things fly in the movies. But they blew it up 400 times larger than it can be blown up to see. And they came back and said this was a real event. Matter of fact, I'm going to be in a show. There's a show on television on the Travel Channel called Paranormal Caught on Camera. And they just interviewed me. It will be on later this summer, an episode. Hey, look who's come in to see me. Look at this. The little one. There she is. What are you doing? What are you doing, Maddie?
But it sounds like a pig, but it sounds like a monster in my room.
What? No, there can't be. No. I'll go check it out in a minute, okay? Okay, let me finish here. I'll say goodbye to these pigs, and I'll come see. Sure it wasn't the dog? Sure it wasn't this guy? No? Okay. All right, guys. I'll let you go, and I'll be back. Don't forget tonight, Sunday Night Live starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. And wow, it will be a powerful broadcast. And if you want to send in your Passover offerings, today is a good day to do it. Passover is June 11th through June 13th. Send in those Pentecost. I said Passover. Pentecost. Send over those Pentecost offerings with the 7 things you're praying to God for so we can help you. All right. Yeah, she said monsters. I'll be back, guys. We'll talk about it. God bless.